So welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. The idea behind this lecture series is that we want you to inculcate this habit of practicing MCQs on a daily basis. It hardly takes 5 to 10 minutes, but this is a very good habit to have because it not only helps you to revise your current affairs, okay, it also helps you to get the much needed MCQ practice, because these 4 to 5 MCQs covered on a daily basis would add up to more than 1200 MCQs in 1 year. By the time you're ready for your next prelims examination, you would have had 1200 MCQs from the topic of current affairs alone. I'm not talking about other subjects, just current affairs alone. From the topic of current affairs, you would have had 1200 MCQs under your kitty. That really helps you out in your prelims examination. You would have a short chance of crossing stage 1 of civil services examination. So make this lecture series a part of your daily routine. Alright then, let's begin today's session with question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding the hydrology of Brahmaputra river. Less than 50% of the total basin area of this river lies in India. More than 80% of this river's yield comes from India, mostly because of rainfall. The river originates in Tibet as Yarlung Zangpo, but as soon as it enters India, it goes by the name of Brahmaputra. Okay. So the thing is that Brahmaputra river is a major river of northeast India. Well, it is the lifeline of northeast India, especially the states of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. Now, Brahmaputra river originates in Tibet, and most of its length is in Tibet. Most of the river flows in Tibet. Okay. In Tibet, it flows as Yarlung. Yarlung is a Chinese name. Zangpo is a Tibetan name. Okay. So this is Yarlung Zangpo. As soon as it enters India along the Great Bend, okay, in Arunachal Pradesh, it goes by the name of Siang. This is in Arunachal Pradesh. Okay. Then it is joined by many tributaries, Dibang, Lohit, Subhansiri and many other tributaries. And when it enters Assam, it is called Brahmaputra. The mighty Brahmaputra. Okay. And then it enters Bangladesh. And in Bangladesh, it goes by the name of Jamuna, the same river. Okay. Now, most of this river flows in Tibet. That is why it is said that less than 50% of the total basin area of this river lies in India. Okay. In fact, it is said that around 34% of the total basin area lies in India. 66% lies in Tibet itself, because it flows for a very long distance in Tibet. Okay. But the catch is, statement 1 is correct. The catch is that in Tibet, this river does not have that much water. This river swells up in India. Okay. More than 80% of the water flowing in this river, which is called Yarlung Zangpo, Siang, Brahmaputra, Jamuna, more than 80% of that water originates in India because of rainfall, because of joining of many tributaries, right? So this statement is also correct. Now, the river originates in Tibet as Yarlung Zangpo, but as soon as it enters India, it goes by the name of Brahmaputra. No, that is not true, because that is, as soon as it enters India, it's called Siang. Then, after being joined by many tributaries, Dibang, Lohit, then it is called Brahmaputra in Assam. So this statement is false. Only 2 statements are correct. The answer is B. Question number 2. Which of the following is correct regarding rare earth magnets? These magnets provide strong magnetic field needed for efficient and powerful electric motors. These magnets also play a major role in other EV components, electric vehicle components like power steering systems, wiper motors, braking systems. China has a near monopoly over these rare earth magnets. So look, the thing is that while electric vehicles run on electric motors, and a key component of these electric motors is rare earth magnets. Okay, so if you are to manufacture an electric vehicle, you need these rare earth magnets. In fact, electric motors or rare earth magnets are important components of power steering, wiper motors, braking systems also. Clear? So first 2 statements are correct. Now the reason why rare earth magnets were in the news was because the thing is that China is suffering because of American tariffs. So China has decided to retaliate, and it has retaliated by putting export restrictions on rare earth magnets. Now this affects the entire world. Why? Because the entire world is manufacturing electric vehicles and they need rare earth magnets for manufacturing these electric vehicles. But the catch is that China has a near monopoly over these rare earth magnets. So the world has to buy these rare earth magnets to manufacture EV anywhere in the world. So this statement is also correct. Okay. So these export restrictions basically affect the EV sector globally, including India. Nonetheless, all three statements are correct. The answer is D. Question 3. Consider the following statements regarding ungulates. These are diverse group of mammals that are genetically herbivores and rely on specialized gut bacteria to digest cellulose. They form the major prey base of big cats like tigers, lions, leopards, etc. India's tiger prey base mainly consists of chital, sambar and gaur, Indian bison. Okay. So basically ungulates are those animals which have hooves on their feet. You must have seen that horses, cows have weird feet. Okay, like horseshoe feet, these U-shaped feet, right? Now these feet are known as hooves. These types of feet are known as hooves. It helps these animals to navigate rough terrain, okay, and prevent them from injury. Now ungulates are generally herbivorous and they basically eat leaves, branches, plants, right? Now eating leaves is difficult because your digestive system, in fact human digestive system cannot basically digest leaves because leaves contain cellulose. But these herbivorous animals can digest leaves because they have specialized gut bacteria to digest cellulose. Okay, so this is correct. Now they form the major prey base for big cats like tigers, lions, leopards. Absolutely correct, because tigers, lions eat these herbivorous animals. Okay, like horses, deer, cows, bison. Okay, all these things. India's tiger prey base. So tigers mainly hunt in India chital, that is a form of deer, spotted deer, sambar, gaur. Yes. Okay, so again all three statements are correct. And last, which of the following statements are correct regarding unsecured loans in India? It is a form of debt that is not collateralized and protected by a guarantor. The interest rate on these loans is generally lower than secured loans. Only 65% of the India's personal bank credit is secured compared to 90% in the US. It requires a good credit bureau data ecosystem to flourish. Now look, there are two types of loans. Okay, one are called secured. So when banks give you secured loans, they are secured because you have put something as collateral or someone has taken a guarantee for you that you will return this money back. So they are secured. But then there are unsecured loans which are not backed by any collateral. It's given to you without putting any asset as collateral. Okay, so first statement is correct. Now because unsecured loans are risky, the interest rate on them is pretty high. In fact, higher than secured loans. Okay, so if you put a collateral, if you borrow and put a collateral, you will get less interest rate than unsecured debt. So second statement is false. Okay, interest rate on these loans is generally lower, no higher. Now in India, 65% of the India's personal bank credit is secured compared to 90% in US. Absolutely correct. And the thing is that because these loans are unsecured, well, banks have to check your credit history to give you loans. What if you have been a defaulter all your life? You take loans and never give it back. Then banks won't give you that loan, unsecured loan. It is very risky for a bank. Now to know your credit profile, banks need a proper credit bureau data ecosystem which has credit data, credit history data on all individuals, all borrowers. So for unsecured loans to flourish in India, you require a good credit bureau data ecosystem, right? So this is also correct. So 1, 3 and 4 are correct. The answer is C. And with that, we conclude today's session. Now, this session must have added value to your preparation. I'm sure about it. But it would add more value if you revise it as well. Now, by revision, I mean to say that spend another 5 to 10 minutes taking a look at written detailed solutions to these MCQs that we just discussed. Now, these solutions are available in our notes, and these notes are shared on our Telegram channel. The link to our Telegram channel is provided in the comment section just below this video. Alright then. On that note, I'll be signing off with the promise of seeing you again with another set of MCQs. Thank you everyone.